We open on a news broadcast. The anchor delivers some bad news. The Korean hunters who challenged a 6-star gate today have failed once again. Saved again, rescued by Japanese S-rank hunters. Online, people are going off in the comments. Soap thief, just quit being hunters already. KK, we're gonna get mocked by every other country again. Groundball, lol, that's what happens when you only care about money. Dog walker, and they'll probably ask us to trust them again next year. Rona, just pay the US under the table to clear it for us. Concerns about next year's international raid competition are mounting. Inside a van rushing through the city, a team member complains, "The rivalry with Japan is a thing of the past now, and yet they still make way more money than we do. Unbelievable." Another guy tries to stay positive. "Still, we gotta have faith in the rookies, right? Don't you think?" The man in charge shuts it down immediately. "Seo Yul, that's for the hunters to worry about. Let's just focus on the emergency call we're heading to." The narrator introduces himself. "This is where we stand. Bureau Hunters, an organization mostly made up of mid-level awakened, athletes, oversight, and rescue. It's divided into 3 departments. Within that system, when something goes wrong inside a gate, I'm a rescue hunter who saves hunters and civilians. My primary role is searcher." They arrive at the gate. The team leader calls it. "We're heading into the gate to rescue the Epic Guild members. Stay sharp!" But someone's already waiting there. A smug older man steps forward. "Oh my, look at this. You're all working so hard. Dear rescue workers." The narrator internally identifies him. An executive of the major guild, Overcross, Baek Jun-hwan. He forces small partner guilds into gates indiscriminately, raking in the cash whether people die or not. A petty old man responsible for countless emergency calls. Seo Yul's team tries to move past him. "We're in a hurry, so if you'll excuse us." Baek Jun-hwan smiles and offers, "Our guild could offer some assistance. Are you sure you don't need it?" Seo Yul responds coldly, "This whole mess is your fault, and you're still trying to boost your guild's reputation? We handle our own business, so we don't need your help." Baek Jun-hwan just smiles. "Well now, that's a shame." They enter the gate. Inside, it's a jungle dungeon. Someone's already in trouble. A green glowing hunter desperately holds a civilian. "Stay with me. I've already sent out an emergency signal, so the rescue team will be here any second. So please, don't die on me." A monster closes in. The civilian girl stares in terror. Then, lightning. Seo Yul blasts through and takes the monster down. He extends his hand. "Are you all right? Rescue's here." His teammate shouts, "Hey, Seo Yul! Ghouls are swarming in from the way we came. Find another exit so we can get the hell out." Seo Yul activates his skill. Activating Silent Wave. Focus on the sound. Map out the dungeon structure through the echoes, and find another way out. He finds a route. His teammate cheers. "Manager, I found a route. Let's move." "That's my boy." But then, a magic circle lights up the ground beneath them. What is this?" "It's magic. Get out of the magic circle, now!" Someone gets caught in it. Movement speed restricted. Seo Yul's teammate gets trapped. "Seo Yul! Forget about me and run!" Seo Yul refuses. He turns back. But the trap locks them both down. System notification. "You have been cursed. Health is decreasing. You have been cursed. Health is decreasing." Seo Yul's HP is draining fast. In the darkness, he reflects, "Was I just bluffing for nothing? If I had just asked for help, maybe I could have made it out alive. No, I couldn't do that." He thinks of guild hunters who chase money instead of saving lives. He thinks of a dungeon break he survived as a kid. A hunter stood over him in the rain, apologizing. "I'm sorry for not being able to save everyone."
That hunter who wept. I wanted to be like him, just like that bureau hunter, a hunter who protects the weak.
"So, I can't die here!" He activates everything. Casting Silent Wave. Sixth sense activated. Synesthesia activated. His senses explode outward through the dungeon. He searches desperately. Find something. Any chance, anything at all. Then, a glowing monument in the corner of the dungeon. Why is only this monument glowing? System prompt appears. You have accessed records regarding a hidden class. What? A hidden class? The boss, Caracal, looms behind him. Struggling until the very end, I see. I'll put you out of your misery now. Another system prompt. Would you like to change your class to the hidden class, Labyrinth Architect? Caracal lunges. Seoyul screams. Accept! Class change quest accepted. The tutorial will now begin. The dungeon transforms. Caracal looks around in confusion. What the hell is... Where did that bastard go? Seoyul reappears in a new space. He checks his profile. Profile. Name, Seoyul. Level, 10. Class, none. Class change quest in progress. HP, 80. Strength, 17. Agility, 20. Mana, 30. Physical defense, 16. Skills, synesthesia, sixth sense, silent wave. My old class, Anonymous Observer, is gone? Did I really just reawaken? Then this place is the tutorial zone. Quest details appear. Class change quest. Use the map function to kill 20 ghouls that have infiltrated the labyrinth within 24 hours. Rewards. Class change, Labyrinth Architect. Incorporation of slain ghouls into the labyrinth. Penalty for failure. Quest cancellation. I get the rest, but what exactly is this map function? He activates it. A glowing holographic map appears in his hand. Is this the map? It's surprisingly easy to read. The green dot is me, and these red dots must be the ghouls. So I use this map to hunt them down within a day. It might sound crazy to some, but for a searcher like me, this is doable. All right, let's do this. The quest is moving fast. Seoyul is picking off ghouls one by one. System alerts flash. Your level has been raised. Remaining ghouls, count 5. Time remaining, 20 minutes. Just 4 left. He notes to himself, I need to hunt faster, much faster. The tutorial went smoother than expected. I quickly snagged a weapon from the ghouls too. After all, I utilized the map skill and reduced the number of ghouls. But then a solo ghoul starts trailing him. Unlike the others, it travels alone. And it's smart. It's fortunate that, unlike the other ghouls, he travels alone, but not only is it unknown how long it would take to hunt him down, it's not even guaranteed that I can hunt him down. Even so, if I have to face him, I need to hunt the others quickly to secure time enough. A large ghoul corners him. You startled me. Still, thank you for coming here to die alone. You sneaky bastard. I didn't think you'd come up with the crowd, let alone the others. Seoyul keeps his head. First, let's calm down and quickly review the plan. Currently, the maximum number of ghouls I can handle at once is 2. Therefore, I have to get out of here. The problem is that I'm blocked on all sides, so I have to break through them. Damn it, no matter how I think about it. It's checkmate. Desperate, he pleads at the system. Give me something I can use! Do you think I came all this way to obediently die? If you think you can kill me, try it. System responds. You can now use the spawn blocks through the map. What? He uses it instantly. Spawn blocks materialize and he uses them to break through. The ghoul is confused. Seoyul takes it apart. So this is how it's supposed to be used. This makes hunting comfortable. 1 left. Now, the last one. He faces it directly. I'm sure I told you. Do you think I'd die after coming all this way? System floods with notifications. Tutorial complete. You have successfully changed your class to Labyrinth Designer. Tutorial rewards. You have acquired the title of Labyrinth Designers. Rewards listed. Tutorial ended. Would you like to return to a safe place? He warps out. Back in the real world, his team is losing their minds. Section Chief, I hear you're about to go back and finish this one. I'm telling you, we have to go back and rescue Seoyul. The gate suddenly vanishes. Everyone freezes. Seoyul steps out, alive. His teammate stares. What? What are you so angry about now? You! Seoyul just wants one thing. Let's just grab some ice cream and quickly clock out. He pulls up the new skill quietly. Creating Sphere, a skill that can improvise opponents inside the labyrinth. Sphere can be controlled when it comes to the labyrinth, but he thinks it through. The labyrinth needs to be populated with monsters to grow stronger. The only way to populate it is by killing monsters inside and activating signs of the labyrinth. So ultimately, I have to get stronger too. A girl nearby interrupts his thoughts. What are you thinking so deeply about? Oh, would you like some ice cream? Back outside, there's another dungeon break situation. A hotel nearby, a gate opened and monsters are pouring out. Seo Yul, fresh off his class change, shows up solo. I'm from the rescue department. Guard stops him. You can't just go in there alone. Seo Yul explains. There's currently a dangerous monster inside. That's exactly why I need to go in alone. He enters, activates his sphere. The old Seo Yul might have hesitated, but now? The current me is the master of this labyrinth. The real show starts now. Inside the hotel labyrinth, a new threat appears. A 4-star monster of the goblin race, the Red Goblin. A species that moves clustered around its leader, and in all aspects, it's not substantially different from a regular goblin. However, there's one difference, that they hunt intelligently. So Yul calmly, but that won't happen. He's pulling ghouls into the labyrinth. The Red Goblins are adapting, getting used to auto-hunting, even learning the labyrinth structure. He has to stay sharp. Meanwhile, outside the labyrinth in the hotel, a girl named Somi is waiting, scared. So Yul steps out to check on her. You're Somi? You don't have to worry anymore. Uncle got rid of all the trouble. Everything. She looks relieved but confused. Really? Uncle got rid of all of the trouble? Of course. He reflects. Driving those goblins into the labyrinth was genuinely a good move, as long as more goblins were constantly going in their side of shell to search for hidden rooms. Then a system alert fires off. The Red Goblin King is still out there. Should he force the fight now? Or wait? At this rate, all the orcs will be hunted by it. Should I make them fight the labyrinth boss before the number of orcs decreases further? No. If by any chance the boss loses, that'll just become a hassle. If that's the case, since this is something I need to check inside, should I go in myself? He enters, faces the Red Goblin King directly. The boss is furious. I'll kill you! So Yul is calm. I really wanted to see this through with you. I really wanted to walk by your side for the journey. He uses a trap ceiling. Farewell. Trap ceiling activated. The ceiling collapses on the boss. It costs 70 gold to install. But traps are definitely worth the investment, and their performance is reliable. System. Level up. Outside, his team finds him. Section Chief, you're here. You've been gone for ages. You punk. Did you really take care of all the Red Goblins by yourself? Someone from the Hamel Guild steps forward. Excuse me for interrupting. Are you from the rescue department? I am Section Chief here, representing the Hamel Guild. Could we talk for a moment? Yes, we can. The guild rep lays it out. First, thank you sincerely for your swift actions in resolving the dungeon break. And now, to the point. He makes his pitch about how bureau hunters are composed of D ranks, while guild hunters possess great power. People trust guilds. They believe guilds will protect them. But the actions of guilds betraying that trust, he claims to understand completely. Then the offer. 10 billion. We request that you sponsor us that much. We have a lot of needs. You can do that, right? After clearing the Rex's dungeon break incident, our main character finally got himself a 2-day vacation. He finished the door all by himself, and now he's walking home out of the guild. Scouts and other hunters are all looking at him. He needs to lay low, because if word gets out that he's an awakened, things could get annoying. So for now, his focus is on managing the labyrinth. First, finding the cracked labyrinth walls and reclaiming monitored resources corridors. The currency is good. The cracked labyrinth doesn't have any straight currency yet. It's comparable to Blacklist, since the labyrinth doesn't have its own currency yet. The problem is that it isn't particularly experience type. Total income, 1.8 million won. Not bad. Almost 2 million. So he managed 300,000 or so. He needs to make at least this much as an income base. Haven't done it yet. And then, what? Something is on his top CPU. He's on vacation. Someone is calling him from the front. Surveillance department again. While he's technically on vacation, someone still needs his villa. That means he has plenty of time to use his secret villa. Can you find someone for me right now? Lee Jun-hee, Surveillance Department. Hello? He hung up on her. He probably didn't want to supervise all the labyrinth activities himself. He'll go back and focus on managing if needed. And if the surveillance department asks, he can step in and act if necessary. He's absolutely baffled. Ah. If you're in the surveillance department, you should be used to this. You're so used to your seniority and treats. Beautiful and feisty. Besides, once you hear about me, you'll come. I am a Concha. Kang Taisam. He'd rather turn down on the last chaos. Besides, he's a person on our caliber. Would be easy to find. You made a bad move. Ah, man. You cut parts. Let's save it. Do and just meet him. If we're playing, do it. I think it'll stop here. I could rub it in more like this. Going up close, the dark red aura that truly someone's awakened power. Wrapping yourself in an aura like that just means you've gone through a dungeon. But aura alone. Is this really the guy? Nice way. From now on, I just want in. What power you'd be challenging that makes you so hard to find? Do you know how to play dagger? Yes, I play a little. Then I'll give you 3 weeks to better work in order to start your normal office. Here you go. Would you move your dagger? Sweet. Death Dungeon has returned. You see, I can turn a blind eye to someone who makes their awakening hidden on their function. My powers work for normal. This is definitely him. One of only 5 S-rank hunters in Korea. The hunter who can turn anything of basic into a deadly weapon. But I can't turn a blind eye to that dungeon. Tricky move. Kang Taisam, S-rank hunter, awakened master. Master! So you, from the surveillance department? No, sir. I'm a scout for the top grade department. That's just an assistant account for a mid-grade gate. Hoping too much. Are you sure you can afford it? Look it up if it's true when you won't see how far you run. What have you been looking all over for me? It's been a while. The trainers are all scattered right now. I'm the only one here anyway. Yeah. If he has someone right, want to find someone to convince him to do something. Deliver. Just be honest. Anyway, my job needs to fill. It'll be done. Where do you think? The dungeon secret department? You're an administration hunter too. Follow me. I want to test that smart quota of yours myself. All awakened possess their own weapon capacity. That means no matter how hard a crook hunter tries, they can never escape beyond a crook. However, the system cannot define everything, because that proficiency cannot be fully quantified by number. In other words, it means you can become stronger depending on your weapon proficiency. And for that reason, you administration hunters are more tested. I just want to go back and check out my labyrinth.
You sure have been receiving my training. Oh, and Koku, today it's been your month. That sense, I'm the one of the top B-rank hunters in the surveillance department. Yeah, you have potential. That's why you're standing here right now. Thank you, sir. Then let me ask you one question. In order to wield the sword proficiency, what do you think is required? I believe it requires keen strength and an uninterrupted method of one's skills. The merchant beat next to him. What do you think? Without overthinking it, I believe it's the will to swing the weapon. What the hell was that? Before that, in my quest, did you enter a dungeon about that option first? That sounded like such a half-hearted answer. Are you certain about your answer? I am certain. An expected type of answer. Are you certain about that? Let's go. From your attitude to your skill, that surprised it. You really are arrogant. However, it's the correct answer. Thank you. Master, how could that possibly be the right answer? I can't accept the fact that a guy who came here first place. Why is he acting like that over a simple question? Anyone can stand in your place in the first chance. They are qualified. The door doesn't support the right path, so I'll give the normal plan to you a test. You just need to come up with 4 correct answers in that test. Will you accept? Zuck. I accept. I'm poor, actually. They have given you conditions built just as he planned. But are you really okay with that? Because passing my test means becoming my disciple. The prospect of being a dungeon master. It's a chance to reach a high position. Feeling a bit more motivated now? Kid, more than enough. The test is simple. Fire this wall. I stared down to you first. No name. The first thing in the wall. No Enkoku. Whoever wins will become my disciple. An ether stone. A stone whose impact you would acknowledge that makes the dungeon complete. I asked only you academic knowledge, one that can make it. But what does this have to do with the surveillance department? No, it doesn't matter. Make it. This opportunity. I'll make it mine. I will now pass down my skill to you. Of course, if you don't feel anything, keep in mind that you might not train anymore. Yes, sir. Then, let's begin. Weapon masters. Aura or technique. I can't breathe. To think an aura could do this. I have to endure this to belong to the path. I feel like I'm going to pass out at any moment. But at the same time, I can see it. Skill acquired. Judging by your reaction, you both definitely have the aptitude. You can take a break. There's no point even if all... No! Oh, they pass out immediately even if they do. Now then, who will prove themselves first? I'll step up first and you don't even know to me too. What will I lose of billions? I know you've demanded it. Always keep it in mind. You must keep it even if there's room for. I don't know if you're strong enough against to endure the full damage, but you've probably cut some answer from below. All I need to do is throw it with full force. The ether stone shattered that easily? Why is someone stronger than me pulling a dungeon hunter? So he wasted in dragging experience beyond and stones worth it. Now there's a junior to who could secretly steal a teacher's spot. How can anyone who's always walked on an eggshell? Senior. Give the training content for later. Next, kid, it's your turn. At first, it looked like it might reach back at my power. However, I don't know, this just isn't about power. It's a test to finding my lower profile. Besides, he said my answer was the correct one. The will to wield a weapon. It's true, I got a specific reason. But just because of that, it's my duty as an archer. So, why do I wield a weapon? The answer is already set. To protect the things who saved us. And I want others to feel as safe and free. That's why I became a bureau hunter. And to achieve that goal, I need to be much stronger than I am now. To the top-ranked, nation-class dungeon architect, dungeon heart builder. Well, what the hell is that? Sorry about this, senior. Mind if your junior steals your spot? Weapons are not about tools. No matter what weapon you hold, you must know how to unleash your true power. Kid, from now onward, you are my disciple. Thank you. I told you, you should have come out when I called you in. This is what happens when you let the likes of us like the offices break at will. Did you really want to help your friend that bad? Do you need to know who was behind us when you're all alone? Why would you mess with 2071? But what can you do? Now you don't have any choice but to become the tool in someone else's dungeon. Their friend came out the window. The random factor. When you glare at me how to ask you more. Young master. Took you long enough. Our dear D-rank hunter. We're leaving now. So keep a close eye on her and make sure she has no chance to run. You come along too. May I ask where we're going? Why do you think I called you? Obviously to a place with no people. Where no one wants to come. Must be nice for you. You've become an S-rank hunter's disciple. And the hunter told you to pick whatever weapon you wanted. But is that really enough? Yeah, this is all I need. Because there was nothing better than this. Equipped, Eternal Pass, Final Stage. Normal rating, Durability, 54/54. Attack Power, 40. Effect, +1 equipment bonus. Resistance +1 per additional. Anyway, why were there so many hunter events today? It was just my checkout time. You can't go inside. Why not? Is Chief Geo Yule still inside? He just need to talk to the boss. I'll wait a bit. I'll be in. He doesn't want to see anyone that's been and prevented from entering. If it's really urgent, you should call. I'm here because they didn't answer their phones. Boss! So Yule! Is something wrong? Our Yeon-hee. Yeon-hee! She got dragged away by the yellow belt. Dragged away by who exactly? Is it truly dangerous for us to come this far in? That's why we brought out our D rank. We're given, and we have to check. And would it be a fight between our guild members and you? You're not scared, are you? I don't care. I know the D rank achiever when I see in you. I don't exactly want to fight with the S rank hunter, but we are not here. Catch him. That gate's actually ordered to make them follow your rules. I don't want to do it. I have to try to escape. Someone is running. A chase through the terrain. The character's falling. Yeah! Save me! Is anybody there? Why scream when you're right here? There's no one here but us after. Somebody's coming back. A monster. Drive set the ones around you when near. Grchk. Young master, you must run away. The two full came out. What the hell just came out? A Stinghawk, the dungeon title for the manhwa character at this part. Thanks for doing me this favor twice. I heard you were the one who told the boss many things. I was just appointed to a ranked personal division. Anyway, I don't know why you're going in alone, but just be careful. Kang Jung-min, Namgek Department. You're just fine for moving about that. By the way, this place is truly somewhere I'd never want to live. Yellow B, an area sealed off after a dungeon break when control became impossible. Stopped control dungeon break. I heard they're cunning and hard to deal with. Now that I'm facing them myself, they seem even stronger than I initially imagined. If it would be hard to let them go, it's only safe if they're already managed. I need to see how strong they are as soon as possible. Generating spatial. Take things. You're bringing me and we need to be optimal. I don't know the time for you to be optimistic. Call every friend you can. The monster gets blasted with power. You sure did a lot of that just now. This is starting to get dangerous. The labyrinth monsters have died back. Labyrinth status. The number of the labyrinths in the first they've started to decrease rapidly. If I lose them any further into the labyrinth will collapse. But I cannot handle these alone. In that case, it's my last resort. Do you have any players in the master? Full charge! The blast connects, monsters fall. And finally, full charge! Defending the labyrinth is going to be more than enough. This is why I don't want to use this method. Well, at least it's finally quieted down around here. Now far are you thinking trying to chase us? You're a D-rank hunter. You shouldn't be in a place like this. Why do I need to be the one running away? There are D-rank hunters because you're to run completely helpless. But if on D-rank hunters like you go be completely helpless. There's another person there. A woman. She's injured. No, D-rank. There are more in front of us. Shit, you did something already. Ah! Who are you? I'm an administration hunter, you brat. Is it you guys? The ones who dragged Yeon-hee here. Our bureau hunter shows up in the Yellow Belt dungeon. A scared civilian spots him and screams, "Who are you?" He answers cold and simple. "I'm a bureau hunter, you punk." He looks around at the group and asks, "Was it you guys, the ones who dragged Yeon-hee here?" He finds Yeon-hee and checks on her. "Are you okay? It's my first time seeing you cry, Yeon-hee." Then some rich kid in a suit starts yelling, "Hey, bureau hunter! You know the way out of here, right? I'll give you money when we get out, so guide me to the exit right now." Yeon-hee quietly tells our guy, "Mister, just ignore him and let's just go." Our hunter goes silent for a second. Then, "Sorry, Yeon-hee." She's confused. "Huh?" He tells her, "I'll finish up quickly and take you outside." The rich kid panics. What are you doing?" Our hunter slams his weapon into the ground and says, "What do you think I'm doing? Now, I'm about to do something I shouldn't let Yeon-hee see." The rich kid loses it. "Shit! Whether it's this guy or that guy, do you even know who I am?" Our hunter already knows. Park Jin-tae, son of Supreme Court Justice Park Bum-jin. School violence, theft, drunk driving, etc. A guy who commits every crime and covers it up with money. Jin-tae smirks. "So what? What are you going to do about it?" Our hunter beats him down. "Yeah!" Standing over him.
You liked that everything could be solved with money until now, didn't you? Then why don't you try tempting me with money too? Jintei tries to fight back. A white-haired hunter jumps in, clearly hired muscle, high rank. He thinks, if he's a bureau hunter, he should be around D rank at best. Why am I being pushed back? If he were B rank, there's no way I wouldn't know his face. This guy, is he really a bureau hunter? He tries to close the gap. I just have to dig in and slash him. Our hunter reads it perfectly. If you dig in like that, I have no choice but to throw a punch. He lands a devastating hit. The white-haired hunter crashes down. Jintei yells from the ground, "Hey, B rank, get up! Did you buy your B rank qualification with money?" Our hunter, calm. What? Was that guy a B rank hunter? My stats leveled up through hunting hornets. He thinks, I've finally surpassed a B rank hunter. Jintei grabs a rock and charges. A mere bureau hunter dare! Who do you think you're laughing at? Our hunter flips him and slams him into the ground. Ack! He crouches down. How is it? Never been hit like this before? The people you've tormented so far must have been in more pain than this. Jintei screams back. If you're upset, then have some power or money or whatever. That's just how the world is, so why the hell are you taking it out on me? Our hunter looks down. As expected, a guy beyond help like you is better off not existing. Jintei panics. What are you trying to do? Our hunter walks away. Don't worry, I don't have the confidence to make a piece of trash like you suffer as much as possible. So, I'm going to leave you to those hungry beasts. Dark shapes appear in the trees, glowing eyes. Jintei screams, Ah, no! Don't come near me! I said don't come near me! Our hunter carries Yunhee and walks out while the wolves close in. Narration kicks in. The kidnapping of Yunhee that took place in Yellow Belt. With this, it has come to an end. Yunhee is returned to her family. The management department officials who let Jintei into the Yellow Belt are caught. Our hunter tells the contact, it's going to be noisy for a while. And it does get noisy. News headlines everywhere. The case spreads across every major media outlet. Supreme Court Justice Park Boom-jin resigns. Then a new quest notification appears for our hunter. Extermination quest. Defeat the Queen Hornet, the apex of the Hornet group, within 30 days. Success rewards. Poison Needle Dagger, 100 gold. Queen Bee's Royal Jelly. Failure penalty. Proficiency against insect monsters decreases by 50%. He thinks, Queen Hornet. I definitely saw it on my way out of the Yellow Belt. It must be that thing. Since she is protected by other hornets, she won't be easy to catch, but I want her. He knows. Even the ordinary hornets have the power to destroy a labyrinth, so the Queen Hornet, the apex of that power, must be even stronger. He waves off his contact. I have somewhere else to go today, so I'll be heading out first. His senior calls after him. It's good that you're active, but you're finishing today's paperwork before you go, right? He sits down at the desk silently. Then, narration. 1 month until the Hornet Quest deadline. During that time, the Hornets will surely expand their territory. Therefore, I must also be fully prepared. He walks up to a traditional martial arts hall. An old master meets him at the door. You're late. Come in. Training starts right now. Our hunter bows to the old master. In your care, master. The master replies, Good work, Yumil. The master shows him the dancing of a dungeon monster called Iron Gyul. Then begins the actual training. The old master is brutal. Our hunter thinks, he's as tough as ever. One of the other students approaches him. That was so close. Just a little bit more and you'd have been a goner, brother. Our hunter asks, What is my body made of? A turtle shell? The student jokes, You give it a try. Our hunter reflects. Currently, I'm at a level exceeding a B-rank hunter. I won't be able to open it completely like Master, but I can at least do this much. The Master watches. Oh, this is unexpected. To think I wouldn't notice it at all. The training continues. The Master tells him, This training will no longer be immediately fulfilling, so keep working on your mechanics consistently. For your mechanics, there will be no further training.
let's stop for now. Our hunter walks out of the hall and a familiar student catches up. It's been 2 years since I joined the Martial Arts Association. I've lost out of my skills more than anyone else to become a direct disciple. But in the end, the one who became a direct disciple, he looks at our hunter. Isn't a grand hunter like me, but some kid from the administration who's self-taught in the field. He says it with a small smile. My master never much thinks about it. It's trivial. He asks, Good morning, Senior Gyumil. You came in recent days, right? They talk. The student says, You came in recent days. Going out already then? He answers, Yeah, you can get Korean comfortably to me, and I cannot do the same. Also, unlike the two of you, I have a bit of a different thing. The other student nearby says, Fine, I have a bit more, so I was thinking up. I always try to push them into their place and block them. Then things shift. Our hunter is out in the field with 2 other hunters. They're standing outside a portal. One of them says, That job was done in a way faster than expected, especially for capturing a stone-blood orc. But why couldn't he be able to capture it alone? Normally it's not allowed on this. The other adds, If he fills this out, it'll be good to know. Our salaries don't just show off. They come from island orc kills, don't they? There would be no tree here that'd be mostly hurt. Our hunter notices something. It's time where the arcs were still and done together, right? Back at the portal, they're dealing with a massive dungeon monster. They take it down. Done deal. Our hunter says, Since we're done, shall we head back? The senior suggests, Then I'll head straight to the Martial Arts Association. Maybe have a dinner for once. Shall we go? You would soon. Our hunter responds, I can't. The master isn't at the dojo today, so I decided to look after the students. Suddenly, an emergency broadcast goes out. An S-grade monster that has been transported illegally has broken free and is on a rampage. Location, the Kwan Martial Arts Association. Everyone scrambles. Get there fast. At the association, people are running. A student urges a woman, Miss, you have to get out of here quickly. She resists. But, she sees the master, battered, bleeding, still standing. She cries, Master is… Our hunter arrives, crashes in out of nowhere. The master looks up. You did well, Gyumil. Our hunter steps forward. So Yul Hyung, leave the rest to me. Then, the system prompts him. Would you like to enter the labyrinth? He jumps in without hesitation. He drags the monster into the labyrinth active around it and mutters, I'm pushing it into the labyrinth's active flow. Cool by me. Inside, the monster is massive, savage. Our hunter thinks, This steel-blood orc. Are you sure anyone has managed fighting something like this? I've never seen anyone face through labyrinths with monsters like this before. There's a reason we called a god-ranking orc. It'll be tough to face him alone right now, he thinks. In that case, here, consider it a gift. He launches a full-on assault. The system warns, Labyrinth destruction in 72 seconds. Monster screams, You son of a… Our hunter, I just finished finishing this labyrinth. I didn't want to use this because the risk is real, but I'll still call this guy out. He sets up trap layers. Trap, spike ceiling, has been activated. He fires. One more shot. Trap, spike ceiling, has been activated. He reflects. I set up a cluster of traps here just in case. Looks like it paid off. System announces. Tutorial labyrinth durability 0%. If the labyrinth fails to collapse in 30 seconds, it'll be destroyed and all monsters will die. He thinks, I lured the labyrinth boss. The labyrinth is hard to catch without the labyrinth. Then, another warning. Warning, steel bloods are entering a berserk state. The monster screams again. You're pretty persistent, but this place is about to collapse outside of you. Let's finish this outside. They burst out. The master's students watch. All the training here wasn't enough. But where on earth did Sil Yul Hyung go? Our hunter drops in from above. Made it, appearing out of nowhere. The senior stares. The fight continues outside. Our hunter thinks, What? Am I building in core because he's even tougher than before? No, his attacks are even stronger than before. They aren't slowing from blocking. But my body feels different from before.
He smiles. Those 2 weeks of training weren't for nothing. Even though it feels like my body might break, power keeps rushing through me. More than anything, I can feel the results of my training firsthand. He grins. This is actually fun.